To stitch the wound, the Romans did what they do best. They turned on each other. The gap between the rich East and the poor West was widening. The fracture was beginning. The year is 395 AD. Emperor Theodosius dies, leaving the empire to his two sons. And this is the moment Rome truly died. Not by the sword of a barbarian, but by a line drawn on a map. The empire was officially sliced in half. In the east, ruling from Constantinople, was Arcadius. In the west, ruling from Milan and later Ravenna, was Honorius. These were not men like Caesar or Augustus. They were children, weak, incompetent, and controlled by corrupt advisors. Worse, they hated each other. The East was rich, populated, and stable. The West was poor, rural, and under attack. When the Goths threatened the East, Constantinople didn't fight them. They bribed them. They literally paid Alaric and his Goths to go west. They weaponized the barbarians against their own brothers. The West had only one hope left, a general named Flavius Stilicho. Stilicho was a tactical genius. He defeated Alaric not once, but twice. He was the only man Alaric feared. He was the shield of Rome. But Stilicho had a problem. He was half Vandal by blood. In the court of Emperor Honorius, paranoia grew like a cancer. The politicians whispered, "Stilicho is too powerful. Stilicho is a barbarian in disguise. He wants your throne." Honorius, a coward who spent his days feeding his pet chickens while his empire burned, listened. In 408 AD, Honorius ordered the execution of his greatest general. Stilicho did not resist. He died for an empire that didn't deserve him. It was suicide. By killing Stilicho, Rome cut off its own right arm. When Alaric heard the news, he didn't weep. He marched. There was no one left to stop him. We saw the fire in the beginning, but the psychological scar was deeper than the physical damage. St. Augustine wrote his masterpiece, The City of God, in response to this catastrophe. His message was clear. The city of man, Rome, is temporary and flawed. Only the city of God is eternal. The spiritual anchor of the empire was shifting. People stopped believing in the state and started looking to the church for salvation. But the Goths were just the opening act. In the 440s, a new nightmare emerged from the Hungarian plains. He united the scattered Hunnic tribes into a weapon of mass destruction. The Christians called him Flagellum Dei, the scourge of God. His name was Attila. Attila didn't want to settle. He wanted to burn. He extorted thousands of pounds of gold from the Eastern Empire, then turned his hungry eyes to the West. Rome was exhausted. It had no money. It had no Stilicho. But it had one final card to play. A general named Aetius, the last of the Romans. 451 AD, the Battle of the Catalonian Plains. It was the Avengers' endgame of the ancient world. General Aetius did the unthinkable. He allied with the Visigoths, the very people who sacked Rome 40 years earlier, to stop Attila. It was civilization versus annihilation. The battle was horrific. The rivers reportedly ran red with blood. But miraculously, the line held. Attila was stopped. It was Rome's last great victory, but it was a Pyrrhic one. The West was completely spent. The treasury was empty. The legions were shattered. When Attila heard the news, he didn't weep. He marched. There was no one left to stop him.
If the sack of 410 was a shock, the sack of 455 was an execution. The Vandals arrived from North Africa. They didn't just break in. They stayed for 14 days. They stripped the city bare. They took the gold from the temples. They took the bronze from the roof of the Temple of Jupiter. They took the statues, the furniture, and thousands of captives into slavery. Their destruction was so thorough, so senseless to the Roman eyes, that it gave birth to a word we still use today: vandalism. Rome was now a ghost town. The population, once over 1 million, had shrunk to less than 50,000. Sheep grazed in the Roman Forum. The heartbeat of the world was barely a flutter. The end of the Roman Empire didn't come with a bang. It came with a whimper. And history, it seems, has a sense of irony. The first king of Rome was named Romulus. The first emperor of Rome was Augustus. The last emperor of the West was a boy named Romulus Augustulus. On September 4th, 476 AD, the barbarian general Odoacer walked into the throne room. He didn't kill the boy emperor. He simply fired him. Odoacer took the imperial insignia, the crown, the scepter, the robes, boxed them up, and sent them to Constantinople with a note: "The West no longer needs an emperor." That was it. No great battle, no explosion. The Roman Empire in the West simply ceased to exist. It went out like a candle in a drafty room. But did Rome really die, or did it just change clothes? Look around you. Rome's laws became the basis for Western legal systems. Rome's language, Latin, birthed French, Spanish, Italian, and heavily influenced English. Rome's religion became the Catholic Church. The Pope in the Vatican still carries the title Pontifex Maximus, a title once held by Julius Caesar. The ghost of Rome still haunts us. Every time we walk into a government building with pillars, every time we use a calendar, every time we speak of senates or republics, we are living in the shadow of the empire. But the ruins of the Colosseum whisper a warning. Rome didn't fall because of strong enemies. It fell because of weak Romans. It fell because the currency was debased to pay for endless wars. It fell because the political elite cared more about their own power than the good of the state. It fell because the gap between the rich and the poor became a canyon that no patriotism could bridge. Hyperinflation, political polarization, a loss of civic virtue. Does that sound like ancient history, or does it sound like the morning news? History is a wheel, and if we refuse to learn from the tragedy of Rome, we are doomed to repeat it. The eternal city fell. Nothing lasts forever, not even us. What do you think? Are we seeing the signs of a modern fall of Rome? This is a conversation we need to have. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If this series gave you a new perspective, please like and subscribe. It helps us keep history alive.